And because I think this is because we are using more English in Japanese, do you feel that it's affecting, either positive or negative way, the way people use English? And I guess you've seen some evidence of that, I think, in your English lessons to your students. Like, what would you say is the most frustrating or common usage of usage of English, which is really more the way they're using it in Japanese?
I don't like this naming, go to travel.
Oh gosh.
Go to travel. What the hell? Okay, let's see. Why do you have to, name this campaign with some English words?
That's a good point.
Campaign. Then, okay, and nobody explains. Well, this is just a naming, okay? It's not okay, all right, and grammatically it sounds funny, all right? It's just nobody explained it. So all Japanese people hear it, and then including kids, and people who don't have a good knowledge about English, right? They hear it and they think it's okay to say go to travel.
Of course.
It's hey, it just sounds funny. Well, to travel. What the hell is that?
Well, I mean, that's an easier way to help people understand how that sounds funny is, there's go to travel, and there's also go to eat. So go to eat is
go to eat sounds too.
So what is it? Taberu ni iku or taberu ni iko?
Go to eat. Okay, everything is go to, right?
Exactly.
Go to blah blah blah. Go to
yeah.
Go to blah blah campaign or something.
So like go to travel would be tabi to you tokoro ni iko.
Yeah, go to
right, something like that.
Travel, all right. Travel means to go.
Yeah, but it's just,
why do you have to go?
Yeah. Or, why not just call it the Go campaign,
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's, that's interesting that the first point is like, hey, why does the campaign have to be called something in English?
Yeah, because maybe it sounds it's like a fashion or something. It sounds kind of cool. Maybe they think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I think Japanese, okay. The more I learn I just speak just one foreign language, right? The more I learn language, the more I feel Japanese is such a beautiful language.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. And the more I learn English, I see the difference between English and Japanese, right? And which is very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. It's not the grammatical just structure or the usage is worse, but it's kind of communication style, and the kind of and also how it affects people's mindset of things. It's very interesting. So we have to hold our language there. It's really okay. Why do we need this national? Okay, why do you need to name this national campaign with some English words? Why do you have? Why does it have to be? Go to.
But it's everywhere. I guess it wasn't as much as prevalent, I guess, like in the 80s or 90s, but it still was out there, right?
But maybe probably a lot of exposure because of a lot of exposure to foreign cultures, foreign stuff. Yeah, in the old days, most people didn't know much about things from different countries. Well, we didn't have McDonald's, we didn't have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Starbucks, we didn't have those kind of stuff, right? So people are not really that much used to foreign stuff, but now they are. So maybe that's probably one of the reasons why, which itself doesn't explain everything, but probably part of the explanation, probably.
There's probably no way we can fix it probably ever or anytime soon.
Can fix it. That's why this kind of conversation is important, probably.
Yeah.
Get the word.
Who, I guess, I don't know. I don't think it's just such on a big scale. So I guess all you can do is just like try to affect the people around you, like in your case, your students.
Yeah. So I just, I still teach kids in junior high school, right? So the most difficult part is to teach them, to get them to understand the difference between English and Japanese, how they work. They're so different, right? So I don't want them to listen to those English words used by Japanese people, right? Okay, in a terrible way. And they feel like it's okay or something. What's wrong with it? People saying it. It's, hey, hello.
I just thought of another example of, this is a long time ago when, in my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dojo, there was a guy that stopped showing up. And he was a designer, I think. And somebody else was telling me, oh yeah, he got
designer of what?
I don't remember. Architecture, maybe interior designer, I think. And somebody else was telling me like he got really, really busy. He got all these he kind of became famous. He did this one project, became super famous, not famous. He got a lot of attention, notice. And one of the other guys was telling me about it, and he said something of produce shiteru or shiteta. And I said, well, I don't really know. I was like, what do you mean by produce? And he's like, produce. And two things. One, again, English word being used, but number two, he couldn't even explain to me in simple Japanese words what that meant. And for me as an English teacher, or maybe I guess just in English, when you use a word that somebody doesn't know and you have to explain what that word means, you can't use that word to explain what it means. So that was, I still never really understood what that meant by when you just said produce.